the last 20 years, wildfires have destroyed more than 100,000 structures, disrupting the lives of millions of people, businesses, and communities. Understanding where wildfire risk is greatest can help communities be better prepared before a wildfire occurs.
Our goal with the Wildfire Risk to Communities project is to help elected officials, land use planners, fire managers, and others better understand, explore, and reduce their wildfire risk. We created a website, wildfirerisk.org, that is free, easy to use, and covers all 50 states. The maps, charts, and information available through the website can help leaders identify areas where action is needed and connect them to resources to reduce wildfire risk in and around their communities.
At wildfirerisk.org, there are 3 main pathways to enter the website. Understand, where you can learn more about the science of wildfire risk. Reduce, where you can find information, videos, and links to programs that can help a community take action to mitigate wildfire risk. And Explore, where you can look at maps and charts of your community.
In the Explore section, you can type the name of your community, county, or state. For this example, we'll look at Redding, California, a community that has been impacted by several destructive wildfires in recent years. Once you've selected the name of your community, the tool opens on the Risk to Homes tab. On the right side is a map. The risk to homes is shown in 5 percentile-based classes from low to high. The boundary of your community is shown in black. On the left is an interactive chart showing how risk to homes in your community compares to others in your state. For example, populated areas in Redding have greater risk than 61% of communities in California. You can also change the comparison from your state to your county or to the nation. In our example here, Redding has greater risk than 90% of communities compared to the rest of the U.S. It's worth noting that communities in the upper classes of wildfire risk are found in states across the country. The Risk to Home section integrates wildfire likelihood and intensity everywhere on the landscape, whether homes actually exist there or not. This allows us to consider wildfire risk in places where new construction is proposed. You can also toggle the map to show only areas that are currently populated. This can help you visualize where existing homes are at risk.
The second tab, Exposure Type, provides information about whether your community is predominantly exposed to wildfire from direct sources, like adjacent vegetation, shown in the map in red, or indirect sources, such as embers, shown in the map in orange. Information about exposure type can help us understand what kinds of mitigation activities are most needed. For example, in areas with indirect exposure, homes can be better protected with ember-resistant vents and other wildfire-resistant building materials. In areas of direct exposure, more extensive vegetation management may be needed.
In the wildfire likelihood section, you'll find a map and chart showing your community's relative probability of experiencing wildfire in any given year. The data are again shown in classes from low to high. Communities in all but the lowest classes need to be prepared for wildfire.
In the section called Vulnerable Populations, you'll find tabular information about demographic and economic characteristics that can make it difficult for some people to prepare for, respond to, and recover from a wildfire. For example, families living in poverty and for families in mobile homes may not have the agency or resources to mitigate against wildfire risk. People with disabilities and the elderly are more likely to have pre-existing medical conditions exacerbated by wildfire smoke. This information can help leaders invest in communities and support those people most impacted and at risk to wildfires.
You'll notice that some words in wildfire risk to communities are underlined. These are terms that are further defined in a glossary. You can click to read more about the science and data behind the tool.
You can also click Take Action to find resources that can help you mitigate and manage risk. The Reduce Risk section includes information and links to partnership programs that can help with technical expertise, funding, and resources.
The data shown on our website is only a starting point. Visit our download page to learn about the suite of GIS datasets and tabular summaries available for download. You can also access our spatial data online through Esri's Living Atlas.
Local leaders and decision makers across the country are using WildfireRisk.org to understand where their wildfire risk is and where mitigation efforts are most needed. Using this tool, you too can help your community become better fire adapted.